coach and players.
You got it?
We'd like to give a special thanks to the players, coaches, and families here today. Building the program is a community effort, and we're excited to share this moment with all of you and look forward to welcoming forward to those who decide to perform. At this time, we'll announce the starting line, followed by the national anthem. First up, we have the Vikings from Winthrop. Number 2, Will Murphy. Number 4, Jojo Pumper. Number 5, Benjamin Cassidy. Number 6, Matthew Noonan. Number 7, Phil Boncory. Number 11, Dominic Spinelli. Number 12, Michael D'Ambrosio. Number 23, Matthew Reardon. Number 24, Kenny Vargas. And number 25, Jimmy O'Connor. And now here's Saugus Sachems. Joining us first, number 1, Braden Crawford with Anthony McTaggart. Next we have number 1, Prince Sorogo with Jameson Sweeney. Next up we have Nathan Sorogo with AJ Boyd. Number 27, Dan Dyke with Mark Magliozzi. Number 5, Connor Bloom with Jackson Kinsett. Number 12, Gordon Rodriguez. Number 14, Chris Mason with Joey Forster. Number 22, Cam Bernard with Miles Clifford. And number 10, Ty Riley with Craig Cole. They'll be joined by the rest of the Sachems. At this time, we would ask everyone to please rise and move your caps for the playing of our national anthem.
Okay, thank you.
Let's stay there until they set up. Make them wait for you. Let them go when you're all set.
Do my little intro.
Huh?
Do my little intro. Welcome in, everyone, here to World Series Park. For today's baseball matchup, it is the Saugus Sachems taking on the Winthrop Vikings. The Saugus Sachems are currently like 4-7 right now. 4-6 or 4-7 right now for Saugus High baseball. But Winthrop has also been struggling as of late. They're 1-9 coming into today. Braden Crawford's on the mound for Saugus. And now here's the outfield looking for the Sachems. And it looks like this. Rodriguez will be at third. Bernard will be at short. Those are the two guys to really look forward to seeing. Zeitz at first. Riley at second. Left to right. Bloom, Sirocco, and Mason. And then Nathan Sirocco doing the catching. And now it will be the leadoff hitter for Winthrop. Pomfret will be the first hitter to get this game underway here. It is the Sachems and the Vikings, and it starts right now. Strike one, and we're on our way. Today I'm joined with Anthony Moschella to start, and then our intern Paul will take over right after Anthony. That's a ball. That's 1-2. Time's called. The pitch. That's ground. Bernard at short over the first. That's out number one. The second batter will be Dembriazzo. He's number 12. Here's the pitch. Strike one from Crawford. Crawford in his last couple road games, he pitched pretty well. That's a foul ball. But he pitched in one of the games against Gloucester that he went almost the whole game, and then that walk-off grounds it. Crawford off the glove of Zeitz, and it gets away. Throw over to second. Riley. He's safe. One out here in the inning. Spingle will be the hitter. Here's the pitch. Strike one. The pitch. Swings and misses off of that cut. Strike two. Runner on at second base. That's up high. And it's a little elevated up. 1-2. We got the youth players in attendance. They had their ceremony with the Sachem players during the pregame. As a ball, 2-2 on the way. One out, 2-2 to count. Runner at second base. The pitch. That counts full. Ball for first and second out for Winthrop. Noonan will be the hitter. First and second now for the Vikings. The pitch fouled off. The Sachems are coming into this game after getting no hit 8-0 against Beverly on Wednesday. That's fouled off to the screen and into the Winthrop dugout. Here's the pitch. Swings and misses. And that is out number 2. That's number 1K for Braden Crawford. Strike one right down the middle. One strike. Here's a pitch from Braden. That's ball one, 1-1. 2 outs. First and second now for the Vikings. The pitch. 1-2 to count. 2 outs. First and second now for Winthrop. 1-2 pitch on the way. Strike him out. That is number 2 Ks. That's the second strikeout for Braden Crawford. And that ends the inning. Sachem's coming up. Welcome back here to World Series for the bottom half of the first. The Sachems turn to bat. Braden Crawford will lead up. Now Braden steps in, the pitcher. Here's the pitch to Crawford. Strike one. It's the pitch, the second pitch coming. That's the second strike. Two strikes. Here's the pitch. Ball one, 1-2. Here's the pitch. That goes over the head of Crawford. Two and two. The pitch. Full count to Crawford. Here's the pitch now to Braden. Over the head, ball four. And now the second batter will be Cam Sirocco. He's playing in center field today. Crawford on at first. Sirocco steps into the batter's box. That's fouled off to the screen. Strike one off of the foul ball. Here's the pitch. Sirocco gets on by and has room to reach on base. They're not going to make the play. First and second now.
Something like that, you probably don't worry about the pace. You can get them both at the same time.
Nathan over into right field. And that's caught right. But there's one out. First and second with one out. And now here comes Danny Zeitz. He's got one home run this year. The last evening game. The game against Northeast. Last week, he hit a home run over that right center field wall. Now let's see what he has to bring today against the Winthrop Vikings. Oh, the tag, he's safe. After the tag over the second I meant. First and second, so both base runners have to be careful. The pitch, fouled off by Zeitz. 0-2. Fouled off. Well, the wind's blowing from left field over to the batter's eye. Strike three. That is a strikeout there. That's two down. And now Connor Bloom will be the next hitter. Strike one to Bloom. Here's the pitch. Bloom on the hands it. That ends the inning. No score at the 1 inning.
As long as it's in there, just so the shot is
Well, we're back here for the top of the second here at World Series. Boncourt will be the leadoff hitter. Braden Crawford will be entering to his second inning. That is high. That's a high fly ball that's caught in right field. That's out number 1. That was Chris Mason with the catch there in right. Connolly will be the hitter. That's fouled off. One strike is the count. The pitch. That's ball in the dirt. 1-1. One and two. Here's the pitch coming from Crawford. Swings and misses. That's number 3 on the K's for Braden. It's 2 outs. Reardon will be the hitter. Ball 1 to Reardon. Pitch. Reardon. Over to second. Bobbles it. Gets it to first. He got him! At first base by Danny Zeitz. What a play. Woo! That ends the inning. Sachems coming up. Bottom 2 we go here at World Series. And now here comes Jordan Rodriguez to lead off. No score here in the bottom half of the second. Pitch. There's no pitch. Oh, that's an automatic ball 1. That's a first. I guess he dropped the ball. That's an automatic ball 1. Well, that's ball 1, according to the umpires. The pitch. That's a ball. 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes. The pitch. Ball 3. 3-0. Mason waits on deck. The pitch. That's a strike. 3-1. The pitch. Fouled off to the screen. Full count. The pitch. Strike 3. Oh. That is out number 1. Rodriguez couldn't believe it. One out here, and now here comes Mason. Oh, he got hit by a pitch. Up in the shoulder. That's gonna sting a little bit. So Mason goes to first, and now here comes Cam Bernard. As a strike. The pitch. Throw to second. The tag. He's out. There's 2 gone here, 2 outs here. Oh, 1-2, 2 outs. Ball 1. 1-2. Strike 3, that ends the inning. No score at the 2. We're back here at World Series. Will Murphy. Strike 1. That's popped. That's gonna go foul. Strike 2 on the way. Crawford ready. Here's the pitch. That's a little high there. That's ball 1. And that's strike 3. That is number 4 on strikeouts for Braden Crawford. Here's one out. One out. Here's the pitch. Grounds it foul. Strike one. Well, Crawford, he struck out 4 batters in the first 3 innings as of late. 1-1. Here's the pitch. That's over to second. Over the first. Out number 2. Out number 2 here. No one on base. It's a pitch. Strike one. Here's the second pitch coming. That's grounded on the infield. That's going to be fair. No play. That's going to be an infield hit. Runner at first base. 2 outs here. And no score in this ball game. Strike one. Time called. And that's a strike. Strike two. 0-2, 2 outs. The pitch. That's fouled off. Oh and 2 to count. Oh and 2. Here's the pitch coming from Crawford. Ball one. Is the count there. And the runner will go to second. It's a pitch coming from Crawford. Strike three. That's number 5. That ends the inning. The Sachems are coming up. Bottom 3 we go from World Series. Ty Riley will lead off. Here's the pitch. Riley over to short. Over the first, and that is out number 1. And now will be the second at bat coming up for Braden Crawford. Crawford bobbles it, throws over the head, back to first. He's safe. Wow, Crawford escaped that. He beat the out off of that wild play by Winthrop. Here comes Sirocco. Sirocco gets on by, base hit, into left. First and second. And now Danny Zeitz will be coming up to the batter's box for his second at bat. As Danny waits on deck, and now the second at bat now coming for Nathan right before Danny Zeitz. Here's the pitch coming. Strike 1 and 8. Here's the pitch. Nathan pops it up, and that's gonna go foul over the fence. The pitch. That's ball 1. One and 2. The pitch. That's to left. That gets on by, base hit. Now here comes one. Here comes Crawford coming home. Here comes Cam Sirocco right behind. Nate goes to third. 2-run triple. 2-run triple for Nathan Sirocco. Sachems up 2. That is a huge triple for Nathan Sirocco. Danny Zeitz. The pitch. Ball 1. He was looking for that pitch. Second attempt. It's a pitch. Zeitz, and that is carrying to center. That goes against the wall. That's a double for Danny Zeitz. And another run scores. That was Nate Sirocco that scored. And it's 3-0. Sirocco scored off of that pop to center field for a double for Zeitz. And now Bloom will be the next hitter. Here's the pitch. Strike 1 to Connor Bloom. Strike 2 to Bloom. And that's a ball, 1-2. Foul tip. That's strike 3. 2 outs here. 2 outs for Jordan Rodriguez. Strike 1. 3-0 Sachems. 2 outs. 0-1. The pitch. Jordan. And he underhands it to first. And that will do the third. But 3 runs come in to score for Saugus. And they're up 3. It's 3-0 Sachems after 3. Welcome back here at the World Series. It's a pitch. Ball 1. Top of the 4th we go here, World Series. That's fouled off. A little bit of a breeze that's kicking in here. Here's a pitch. 1-2. The pitch. That's grounded to third base. To Rodriguez, long throw. Did he catch that? Yes, he did. That is out number 1. That was a great connection there from Rodriguez to Zeitz. That's fouled off. Time is called. 1 strike, 1 out. It's a pitch. 1-1. The pitch. That's fouled off on the third base side. 1-2. One-two pitch on the way. That's over the second to first. That's out number 2. It's 2 outs here. It's pitch. Ball 1. One and 0. One and 1. That's a strike there from Crawford. Here's the pitch. That's fouled off. Now it's right along the line, but it rolled foul at the last second. Strike 2, 1-2. It's a 1-2 pitch. Over to second, Riley. Over to first. Just about a 1-2-3 inning goes Sachems. And they're coming up in the bottom half of the fourth.
Anything else? Any other questions before I get out of here?
Wow, Sinatra.
Welcome back here to World Series. Bottom four. 3-0 Sachems. Now we'll see if that will continue. And now it's up for Chris Mason. And now our crew is down to us too. Nick, Graffeo, and Paul. Anthony off to his personal stuff. He's got some shows to do. It's a pitch. That's fouled off to the screen. 1-1. Here's the pitch coming to Mason. That's a strike. 1-2. 1-2 is the count to Mason. That's fouled off to the screen. One and two. Strike three, that's out number one. One out here. Up for Cam Bernard. Bernard at the plate. The pitch. Ball one. The pitch. That's a strike. 1-1. That's a strike, 1-2. Pitch. Half swing. Did not go all the way. 2-2. The pitch. 3-2, full count. The pitch. And that's strike 3 call. That is out number 2. And now here comes Riley. Strike 1. Riley over to second, over to first. And there goes the fourth. 3-0 Sachems at the 4. Welcome back here to World Series Park for the top of the 5th. Braden coming in for his 5th. The pitch. That's popped into, oh! Bloom came in to make the diving catch. What a catch by Bloom. Hats off to Bloom for that catch. Strike 1. Oh and 2. The pitch. Strike 3. That is number 6. There's 2 outs. Well, that could be 7 for Braden Crawford. That's the pitch. Strike 1. Out number 2 here. 1 strike. Here's the pitch. 1-1. One and 2. Strike 3. I believe that's number 8 for Braden Crawford. That's either 7 or 8. That ends the inning. We are back here at World Series. It's up now for Braden Crawford to lead off. Crawford to lead off. And then both Sirocco's, Cam and Nate, to follow. And then Danny Zeitz to be the fourth batter. As we're back to the top of the order. Hits the pitch. Ooh. Well, I guess the ump is okay. Here's a pitch. Crawford, that's a foul ball. One and one. That's popped up. That's going to be foul. 1 and 2. Ball in the dirt. 2 and 2. The pitch. That's grounded. Second on to first. He's out. That is out number 1. Here comes Cam Sirocco. Danny Zeitz getting some arms out, loosen up. In the left field pen. That's fouled off. Into right field. One and one. The pitch. That is 1 and 1. One and one, 1 out. Here's the pitch. That's going to be fouled off again. 1 and 2. That's fouled off. 1 and 2. It's a pitch. That's fouled off. 1 and 2. Here's the 1-2 pitch on the way. That's going to be high and foul to the right. Sirocco firing off some tough pitches. Nathan waits on deck. Cam over the short. Over the first. That's out number 2. now here comes Nate. The pitch. Nathan, over the head, base hit. Sirocco on at first. And now here comes Zeitz. Now we'll see what Danny has in store for this at bat. He struck out his last time up. Strike. The throw. One strike is a call. Here's the pitch coming to Zeitz. That's fouled off. 0-2. Two strikes on Zeitz. Ball in the dirt. Sirocco will go to second. Sirocco at second. Here's the pitch. Zeitz. That is deep. That is through a base hit. Here comes Nate. He will score. Zeitz to second with a double. That's his second double. Four nothing Sachems. And O'Connor Bloom. While the Sachems bats have woken up. Fouled off. 0-1. All the Sachems bats came to life after the last game. They didn't even have a single hit against Beverly on the road. That's fouled off. And that gets on by, but Zeitz is safe at second base. Oh, and 2 to count to Bloom. Bloom on the line, bobbled there, takes a base. That ends the inning. But one run comes in for the Sachems. It is 4-0 Sachems at the 5. Top 6 here, World Series. We have reached the 6th inning. 4-0 Sachems. Crawford comes in for his 6th. Here's pitch coming from Crawford. That's a ball. 1-0. 2-0. The pitch. 2-1.
Have a good weekend.
2-2. The pitch coming from Crawford. Grounds it. Riley. Over to Zeitz. Tags the bag. Out number 1. Oh, he saved it. I guess he dropped the ball right when he was catching the ball. Bumped attempt there. Crawford over the first. Oh, went over the head. Second and third now for Winthrop. That's the second error. 2 in a row there. Here's the pitch coming from Crawford. That's a ball. 1-0. Second and third. Time, no pitch. One ball. 2-0. It's a pitch. That's a strike. 2-1. That's strike 2. 2-2. 2-2 pitch on the way. Full count. Here's the pitch. Strike 3. I don't know if you heard that. Nathan Sirocco says, "You're awesome," to Brandon Crawford. That's a strike. 0-1. One out. That's the first K for Crawford in this inning. 1-1. Noonan the batter. The pitch. That's a strike. 1-2. One and two the pitch. Here it comes. Up high. 2-2. Two and two. Here's the pitch. Strike 3. Out number 2. That's 2 straight Ks for Crawford in this inning. Ball one. Second and third now for the Vikings. 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Ball two. 2-0. That's a strike. 2-1. 2-1. Now's the count. Here's the 2-1 count. That's fouled off. And it's 2-2. Two pitch on the way. He steps out. Here's the pitch. Strike three. Throws to the first. Tags him. And that ends the inning. Great inning by Braden Crawford. We'll head to the bottom of the sixth. 4-0 Sachems. Welcome back here to World Series as we're going to enter the bottom half of the sixth. Jordan Rodriguez to lead off. Here's the pitch. Ball one. 1-0 to Rodriguez. The pitch. 2-0. Three balls. Ball four. Jordan goes to first. Mason will step in. Here's the pitch. That's fouled off. Strike one to Mason. Danny Zeitz warming up in the left field bullpen. Tag there, first. Oh, and 1. Yes, the pitch coming. That's grounded to second, bobbled. Not in time. First and second. Now it's up for Cam Bernard. Bernard, the hitter. A bunt attempt. Foul ball. Strike one. Over to third. And Rodriguez gets back to second. And Mason gets back to first. They both want to avoid getting out. Oh, and 2. Now to Bernard. Fouled off. Oh, and 2. One and 2. And that's strike 3. That is out number 1. Now it's up now for Ty Riley.
Into the infield.
Tag over to second. Both Mason and Rodriguez are safe at first and second. Tag over to third. First and second now for Saugus. 1 ball is the count. 1 out.
Stay there.
Throw it over to second. That's a strike. Rodriguez and a rundown. The tag. He's out. Well, went a little hard on that tag. But that's the second out.
Seriously.
1-1 to count. Two and 1. Two and 1 to count to Riley. The pitch. That's fouled off. 2 and 2. Two pitch. Riley over the right. And caught in right. That will end the inning. We are through 6. Still remains 4-0. Sachems. Welcome back here to World Series as we're gonna start the 7th here. Top 7. Now we're gonna get a new pitcher for the Sachems. We're gonna have Danny Zeitz take over on the mound as Braden Crawford went 6 innings. Had a great outing. Could be 8 or 9 strikeouts, maybe 10 strikeouts in that outing. Strike 1. First pitch from Danny was a strike. The pitch. 1-1. One and 2. Crawford goes to center field. And Cam Sirocco goes from center to first base. The pitch. That's the strike. Strike 3, 1 out. That's 1 K for Danny Zeitz. Yes, pitch coming from Zeitz. Ball 1 down low. 1 ball. Here's the pitch. That's a strike, 1-1. Time's called. Here's the pitch. 2-1. It's a 2-1 pitch. Three 1. Time's called. Here's the pitch from Zeitz. Caught there by Bernard at short. That is out number 2. That was snagged there by Cam Bernard at short. Like a ball hawk out there. Here's the pitch. That's a strike. It's a pitch. That's a ball, 1-1. One and 1 to count. 2 outs. Is the pitch. Off speed, 1-2. It's a pitch. Ball goes into the dirt. 2-2. Two and 2 is the count. 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Strike 3. And Danny Zeitz waves to end the game. It's a 4-0 shutout for the Saugus Sachems against the Winthrop Vikings. Danny Zeitz went 1 inning with a couple strikeouts. But Braden Crawford was the story today as the Sachems come out with a 4-0 win. It's a Sachem win. As we got a shout out, as we're going to wrap it up, I want to thank Anthony for sending us up here, me and Paul. I'm going to give Anthony a shout out. That's a shout out there again. But as the team celebrates a win, we're going to wrap it all up from World Series. Final score 4-0. As the Sachems come back here tomorrow morning, 10:30 a.m. is their next game against Lynn Classical. Until then, we'll see you guys next time. Nick Graffeo, Paul, the intern, Anthony Moschella, who was just here. We'll see you guys next time. Thank you for watching.